All right, hello and welcome to McFaddens World. This is going to be our leaf bowl, our hands-on assignment for week 4 in ceramics. So I want to go over the things that you're going to need. You're going to need some found leaves that you've picked. Make sure that they're green leaves. You don't want dry, crunchy leaves. So you can also use flowers if you want. You're going to be using 1 pack of the Model Magic I gave you. You'll need to get a piece of wax paper. You're going to be using the plastic butter knife I gave you, and you'll also need something to help roll out the clay. I would suggest a unopened can of soda. You could use a bottle, anything with straight walls. So let's go ahead and get started. First, you're going to go ahead and open up your Model Magic. And you can see, if you've never played with it before, this is a very elastic kind of clay. If you pull it slowly, it'll stretch, and if you pull it hard, it'll pull right apart. But we're going to roll it up into a round shape and kind of give it a little bit of a pat so that you have a thick pancake. Then what you want to do is you want to put your Model Magic in between 2 pieces of wax paper. I just took 1 piece and folded it in half. Now I'm going to roll it out. This is just going to make sure that the Model Magic doesn't stick to the surface or what we're using to roll out with. So I'm just using the can, rolling it back and forth, and I'm turning it 90 degrees so that I can make an equally shaped circle so that it isn't longer than it is wide. I'm just going to keep rolling it back and forth, applying pressure. The important thing that you don't use a opened can of soda, because then the can won't have enough stability to help you roll it out. The can will just crinkle. So I rolled that out now. I have a nice thickness going on. You can see the thickness that I have. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that leaf shape. It looks like I'm a little bit too short, so I'm going to go back and just roll that out a little bit longer. Okay, now I'm focusing it and getting it longer, so I'm going back and forth. That should be a better shape. And you can see how the Model Magic doesn't stick to the wax paper. That's what we're looking for. Now I'm going to make the imprint of the leaf on the Model Magic. So you can see that it has really nice veins and some upraised. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my leaf down on top of the Model Magic. Then I'm going to take my rolling pin or can of soda or a straight walled cup, and you can go ahead and gently roll that in. After you roll it in, you do want to pick it up just so it doesn't stick to the table. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your plastic butter knife, and you're going to go ahead and loosely cut out the shape around the leaf. Okay, so I'm leaving about a 1/16 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch around the leaf, just so that I have a little bit of a border so I can pick up those really nice indentations from the leaf. So I'm just going to go around, carefully cutting it off. This excess material that you have, we can reuse this. So this should go into a plastic Ziploc bag. Make sure that the bag is closed so that no air can get into it. If you do let it dry out, it will be unusable. But if you keep it in here, in a nice plastic bag, you can definitely use this again. So I have my leaf, and I have it cut out in the shape I want with that pattern on there. Now before I pull it off, I'm going to get the shape ready. I said to use paper towels. You can also use a cup. We're going to drape this over something so that we can create a dish-like shape. I like the folded up newspaper or paper towels because it's a little bit softer and you can get a little bit more of the shape that you want. This is kind of an egg shape that I rolled 2 paper towels in. If you use something like the cup, it's going to have that hard edge, which is okay if you like that. So I'm going to go ahead and just squeeze the paper towels so that they're going to stay in that kind of egg shape. Now, very carefully, I am going to peel this leaf out of the Model Magic. So I'm just going to grab the end of it, and I'm very carefully going to peel this off. So you can see that we got some really beautiful, I don't know if you can see it there, but we got some really beautiful textures and lines from the leaf. And pressing that in gave us the impression in there. So that textured surface, I'm going to turn that down so it's facing the paper towel. And then I'm going to go ahead and gently just form around it. This will give us a nice little dish shape. And then when it's done, we can use the Sharpies and color it. So you're going to take your Model Magic, roll it out into a slab, and then you're going to find some kind of leaf that you like, imprint it on there, cut it out with the butter knife, and then form it on top of the shape. Now you should let it dry out on the shape overnight, and then the next day you can come back and you'll have a really nice formed piece in the shape of a leaf. And you can put earrings here, you could put keys, loose change, whatever you might like. Once your project is dry, again, if you would like to draw on it with the Sharpies I gave you, you can do that. But what I would like you to do is take a photo of this once you're done with it, and then import it into the Google slide. If you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me at bmcfadden@basdschools.org. If you have any questions, I'm here for you. Otherwise, much love from McFaddens World to yours.